morning and welcome to the stream. Just doing a little bit of setup, which I forgot to do and I've been forgetting to do before starting the stream. But welcome to Factorio. Um, get our music going. Got my coffee. All right. So, uh, so last week, and we've got research ready, so we can start some more. I'm just cycling through all the stuff that I can do at the moment. Last week we started on making a modified mall and having a more uniform base that we could potentially improve as we go along. Oh, actually, look, this one's used up the resources. So how you can tell on that is that all of these have a little light on them. What, like green is working. I don't know, but I think yellow might be backed up. Waiting for space in destination. It's like a warning light, and then if it's red, it means that there's no mineable resources. So see how that light's red? So that's used up all the resources that are available to that spot, which means that you can reclaim that, you can pick that building back up because it's not doing anything. How's the power situation on this? I am at... Yeah, I'm well below what I need to be, so I'm good. I'm gonna get some more of this. Alright. How much this is gonna end up getting me, but we'll see what we've got. Oh, and I think I need to fill in blanks along here. Trying to remember what keys. I ended up programming my keypad. I don't remember what I... There we go. That's the... There's one up there. So I think that's good. I pick this up? Not there. There we go. That's the button. Alright, so getting lots of research done. I must have made that a lot more efficient than I thought I did. Putting this down doesn't actually do anything in the game, like, I mean, I should say I don't know if it does anything useful in a without any enemies, but I like having it down to kind of differentiate where the where production is, because you can see it from the map. It kind of separates out the where you have the production. But it is not strictly necessary, and I don't know. I don't know if it actually makes any difference whatsoever. Besides, it looks nice. I mean, I think in later, some of the later unlocks, you get like hazard symbols and stuff like that you can end up getting to, or hazard paint. You can make it look even fancier. Alright, so besides that, so I was gonna do, I need to work on a mall pickup, so I'd like to have some way of having a central spot that I can come and just pick things up. I don't think I have that. I don't know if I have that space available to me. Oh, I had some already. Oh well. I need plastic for that. And we are not ready for plastic. I'm gonna make a bunch of those. Just use everything that I've got. What would be a good spot? Let's see how they see how much of the concrete or the stone I can get. Probably increase the production on this. I don't think the I don't think the production's the issue at the moment. I think it's this thing. Do I have a faster... Fast insert. Fast inserter. I think I can make one. There we go. Still not very fast, but I mean, it's faster. Still not as fast as it could be, but so where would be a good spot? Ultimately, it probably needs to be far enough up here to be able to pull from here, but I also have this stuff here that needs to be piped over there as well. So I'm not sure how I'm going to be able to do that. So maybe here might be a good spot. I'll just lay out the outer dimensions. I'm gonna have to wait for more bricks because there is definitely not enough. But I think that should be good. Now, this is gonna have to loop around for now, I think, because so like this. I don't know if I can pull up some of this. Yeah, I think I'm gonna start pulling, because this production is getting to be quite good. Like, it seems to be working quite well. Alright, so I'm gonna branch off here. Like that, and then like that. no, this is wrong. This is wrong. I don't want this. I don't want that. I'm going to need this kind of setup, but I'm not. I'm getting. So this needs to feed into another process. Because this is fine, because this is, it feeds into this, but this, I want to start getting away from this stuff and to start getting into building some of these. So I need some iron gears and these. So I'm gonna do this. You know what? I'm gonna do the splitters first, I think. What do I need for splitters? I need electronic circuits. Yeah, I'm gonna put this on hold. I think that's gonna be a good spot. I'm gonna put it on hold for now. I am going to work on circuits. And what do I need for circuits? Circuits are... iron plate and copper cable. And copper cable needs copper plate. So, you know what? I'm gonna do it right here. I need to be able to increase this production. But what I can do is I can branch off of here. Like that. This will do that, and that, and that, and that for now. This is just going to be copper wire, copper cable, copper wire. I don't remember what it was. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Oh, I'm not doing well today. Oh, what is my problem? I don't remember what I ended up setting up my controls at, and I set them up after I ended up playing, so I haven't played with these controls, so I'm struggling trying to figure out what it was that I actually set these up as, which is silly. Alright, so I need these. To be like that, and then we go like this, and like this. And then it's gonna be this here, I think. Nope, it is not, because that is gonna be, that is this. So it's going to be this one here. Okay, so this is going to end up coming out here. Like that. Now I need to combine this. Like that. And like that. So that's going to end up feeding into that. That's going to end up feeding into that. And this is just going to be like that. And this gives me room to expand a little bit. Obviously, it's going to end up encroaching on this. So I probably should have moved it down a little bit further, but I think that'll do for now. Because I'd like to start at least getting some of this going. But as well, with this, I can actually, well, once I get explosives, I can expand into here as well, so I can branch upwards, as well as branching outwards. It should be fine because it's going to end up being... Oh, this is bugging me. At least until I end up getting these controls down, I'm going to have to open up my controls software and figure this out. It's the Alt key. It's 20. Okay, F is there. It is that one. Okay, well. Alright. It needs to be this and that and that. Alright, so really helps when you you actually figure out what your controls are before you start playing. Also, it doesn't help that I've started playing before I've actually had my first coffee yet, so it takes a little while for me to wake up. Coffee is wonderful. Alright, so what do I need for this? I am building circuits. Circuits need copper cable and iron plate, which I have both of. I have iron plate and I have copper cable. So I'm going to, since I need those for splitters, I'm going to do those first. So I need and circuits are something that is needed throughout the in many recipes. So I'm gonna have to make sure that this is expandable. Guess there. And that I can produce a lot of them. So I'm thinking that in this particular case, I am going to, like, I can always expand that, but I'm always gonna end up having a bottleneck of the conveyors. Because even when I end up getting the fastest conveyor possible, it's still gonna end up having some issues. And we'll do this in. We'll start with this. I'm going to do 2 conveyors. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, I don't know what that was. Alright, so there. Let's get it wired up at least. Yeah, so what I'm concerned about is how many resources I'm gonna need for this and the ability to expand. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna have 2 separate room for 2 separate conveyors. I'll still do the double like this, but this lets me form 2 off of this, which means that I can have these be fast, hopefully produce more than this. And the beauty of this is that I should be able to expand it further as long as I put enough room here. Which that might actually not be enough room, but So the idea of a main bus is that you end up filling in as much as you can, and branching off as needed. So like that's what I'm trying to. But if you end up putting too much around it, you end up having issues with being able to expand. So I don't really want to do that. Well, I'm wondering whether I should just pipe everything in here and then just have the mall like way up here instead. Can I pick this back up? I can't. Well, that's disappointing. Maybe with the bots I can? We'll figure that out later. So for right now, I just need to do this, but I want to make sure that I take into consideration how much I can expand on this. And that's why I'm doing 2, and I'm also going to leave enough room for another set of these. So I'm gonna drop that in there and then like this. That way, because I'm going to need a lot of these, because this is used in a lot of recipes down the line, not just splitters. So like inserters use them. They feed into advanced circuits, which also feed into something else. So I mean, there's so many recipes that use circuits that the more I have available to me, the better. I'm gonna do that for now. I've got enough space here. So let's just, power is here, the recipe is set up, so all I need to do is, I need to branch off of here. Like this. Now that one's gonna be a bit of an issue, but I should have enough room to figure something out on it. And then I need copper. So I need to be able to come out here and there. So this is gonna be there and there, like that, and like that, and then like that, because splitter is gonna be here, and then that's gonna be like that, and that's gonna be like that. Right? Perfect. Alright. Now I need to get these into here. So how am I going to do that? I am going to go here. So I need a splitter. And then that, and that goes to there. This is here, and then that to there, and then that to there. Okay, well, I think that's good for now. There they are. So concrete, that's gonna be the thing that that's gonna make this look a lot nicer. Okay, so production isn't too bad on any of this stuff. I'm not worrying about production rates or anything like that for this. For the most part, everything's gonna be fine for the amount that I'm producing, especially for the start. I'm definitely going to need to worry about that in future, but for now, it should be just fine. Alright, so now we need to I'm gonna go get some more the bricks. Be nice to have the concrete going, but like, you know what? I'm gonna do this. I'm just gonna have this here because that way I'll have more. Because right now I'm only restricted by the amount of space that I'm putting in there. Okay, so I've got lots of those being produced. I'm going to fill in this here. And then this is gonna be like this. This for expandability. This is very likely going to expand, so I'm just gonna fill this in here. With this in place, I'm just gonna make a temporary setup for now. I think. Because I'm just gonna go like this, and like, no, I'm going to do that, and that, and that. And like that. And then I'm gonna do this. I'm going to add that, remove this, and put these in here, because I am going to replace all of these with red ones. Now, there is an advantage to having all three, or all types of underground conveyors available, and that you cannot cross underground, like the same kind of underground conveyors. So, like if I wanted to put one here, like a yellow one, I couldn't do that because these conveyors, these underground conveyor systems are in the way. But you can daisy chain isn't the right word. You can actually make an entire belt system of just underground belts. I can kind of show you here like this. So like this. And then you do like this. So what this does is you can actually send stuff through these conveyor systems. Like this. So I can kind of show you like this. We'll do that for now. This is kind of pointless, but so let's say that you want to send these along, but you don't want to get them mixed up with these. So see this? The red underground conveyors are keeping these, and the yellow conveyors are keeping these. So there is an advantage to having both of these available to you, but at the same time, it's like the amount of times that you need something like that. Basically, this is the only reason that you would need to do that. Clean this all up. Sorry, off on a tangent, a little bit of a tutorial, which I don't know, would a tutorial series be useful to anyone on any of the games that I'm playing, like Factorio or something else? Because if there's enough people that want that, then I don't mind. I'd have to do some planning for it, but I mean, it might be fun to do up a tutorial. Never done one. At least a YouTube tutorial. Alright, well, it looks like my gears production is sadly lacking. So, I am going to have to figure out a solution for that. Oh, and I think the issue is that I am not producing enough iron plate. Okay, well, I guess I got to... Oh, hey. You're done. You're done. You're done. Are there any other ones that are done? You're not even piped up. Well, it looks like the overall setup is working. It's just the rate at which they're producing that's the issue. Alright, well, I think these are faster, so I'll just replace them with that, and it seems to have increased the production rate. But we can do even better than that, because we can do this. Well, I mean, we could if we had enough of them. Am I making these? I don't think I am. I don't need those produced. Have enough. Okay, I was doing something weird with that one and whatever. Doesn't matter, it's gone. What can I do? What can I do? I need to have more of these. I need steel plate and stone block. I have steel plate over here. And I have stone block over here. So I guess I'll make a bunch of manual ones for now. And then I'll pipe these ones up, and then, so this seems to be flowing quite well. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna branch off of here and do that like and I picked the one spot that is gonna be in the way. Of course, because why wouldn't I? So I'll just go up here like this. Obviously, I'm not gonna be able to move this any further because this stuff's in the way. But once I get this moved up to the main factory, this can stay in place, and I can just keep expanding it as needed. Ultimately, I'd like to. I need to be able to get away from these and get into electric, which is going to be a whole another headache, but that's a story for another day. No, that is completely wrong. I have messed up horribly. That's not the recipe that I want. And now I've got to clean these all out. Oh, that's not what I wanted at all. Alright, this is what I wanted, like this. Is the recipe gonna fix itself? I really hope so. There we go. Alright, there and there, and then there and there, and that should be fine. That should be fine as well. Now let's see if I can do this the right way for this one. It's nothing worse than messing up an entire conveyor system and then having to fix it, because it's really hard to see what's on these conveyors. I mean, even zooming in, it's like one little part, but each section of these has could have like a half a dozen parts on it. So, oh, I'm still making stuff up here. Oh, or attempting to, but I'm not actually making anything because this is way too efficient. I definitely need to get into the red conveyors. Because these are basically doing nothing, because there's nothing. See the ore here? These are the last ones that are actually getting ore, because by the time these guys get it, there's only like one for each of them available. And I don't think they're working very efficiently either. Like, this is just as bad because it's like this. So if I can get some faster conveyors in here, it's gonna feed this system a lot faster, which means that I'll be able to produce a lot more. But I think since these are basically useless, I'm gonna have to pull these out, I think. Now obviously it's gonna end up destroying all of that, but I mean right now it's not doing anything anyways, so I don't know what else to do. But on the other side of things, a lot of this is gonna be redundant anyways, because like I've got, oh, but it also means that because that is stopped, all of this is stopped, which means that my research is gonna be stalled. At least the green stuff, because, oh, well, I've got quite a ways to go, but I am definitely going to have to start thinking ahead on this, because I think I've started to reach the point where I am limited in what I can actually accomplish because of this. And part of me doesn't want to fix it because why would I fix something that I'm just gonna end up pulling out later? I don't think there's any buildings that are lacking power, so yeah, so if these guys aren't getting that, then all of this is pointless. And I've got a source for those anyways, so it's not that big of a deal. I'm almost ready for this. That's bad. Alright, well. I'll clean all this up here. Like that. I guess I'm gonna clean this stuff up here too. I mean, it's all kind of tied in. And I've got most of this recreated up there. So, in the main base. Or the main factory. So, it's not that big of a deal to have this. This is kind of silly. Now, can I fix this? Well, that's not even attached anyways, so that's fine. I can create those manually. That's unnecessary. This is now unpowered. So that's gonna be like that. I'll fix this. Reattach this. Like that. That branches off to there and there. I am going to get rid of this. And all of this. Don't need that, don't need that. This can all disappear. My rate of producing green science is going to be severely reduced. But what I think I might do is... all I need for this is I need a way of getting... so this conveyor is, or this sorter is, or inserter is going to take it from here and put it on this side, and this is going to put it on that side. So I need these to be in here like that, and I need these to be in there like that. It's gonna be slow, but that's fine. I'll still be able to do green science, so that's perfectly fine. And I'll get to use up all the resources that I've got. Hopefully that takes me into a later spot. I'm gonna leave most of this infrastructure in place here until I get the more permanent factory in place. I was gonna keep even more stuff, but I think I'm limited in that regard. I don't think I can do much more. Yeah, and I think for this stuff here, I think I'm limited in a lot of respects for this. So this is picked up, so this is working well. I mean, obviously I could do better, but what I am going to do is I am going to so you'll notice that one side is backed up and the other side keeps moving, so it's obviously pulling from this side more than it's pulling from this side. There's a bit of a trick to this with the splitters, in that you can drop that there, drop that there, and what this does is it splits between this and this, but it also means that it takes from both sides, which means that, see how this is, this the left side is now filling in the gaps of this. So we're going from it being severely inefficient to being really efficient, because we're now using both sides of the belt to be able to supply the whole process, whereas before we were not. All right, so that is that taken care of. All of this is working well. I would like to have 2 sides of this working, but for now that's just gonna be, I'm gonna do the same thing with this for now, I guess. I'm gonna dump this. I'll do half and half. There. Alright, so that should fill that in. Obviously, this would be way better if I had more, but I don't have that luxury for right now. That's gonna be there. I'm gonna do like this here. My priorities are still trying to get the basics set up. So I need red transport belts and I need splitters. I need splitters more than I need red transport, I think. Because if I can do splitters, then I can end up feeding into everything else. Because I can upgrade a lot of this stuff here. I am going to need a lot of red belts, because I'm gonna have to go through all of this and replace all of this. So the more I can spend on that, because I'm gonna have to expand all of this as I'm adding more things that are going to be using this. So it's going to take a little bit more than just, you know, slapping stuff together to do the red belts. So for right now, I'm just going to have to do that and there. I don't need a high volume of this stuff, because it's just gonna sit there and wait. It's just gonna keep making them. So that's not an issue, I think. And I'm gonna do that and that so that I can get rid of those. This is going to be yellow splitters. and then I'm going to need, I'm gonna put a buffer in between, so this is gonna be there and there. I need to pipe this up somehow, or wire this up. It's gonna do that. Oh, you know what? This is gonna be, spacing's gonna be like that, so this is gonna end up being here. So that's good. What I probably should do is replace these with these, but honestly, I have to put a bunch of infrastructure in to be able to build the things that I need for that. So I'd rather just use these for now. These are pretty nice for simple factory setups. Yes, they use wood, but I mean, it's not like we need a ton of wood to do this, and I mean, I've got quite a bit, and as we progress further, especially getting into the railways, we're gonna have to make pathways through some of the more dense forest. So we're gonna have so much wood, we're just not gonna know what to do with it. So it's fine. It's all fine. We're all fine here. How are you? So that's gonna be there. Like that. The factory will grow. The factory must grow. And the spice must flow. Alright. So this is going to be fast splitters. And how did I do it for here? So I've got it coming in here and I've got it going out that direction and then feeding into this. Why do I have it that way? Because I need fast transport belts, I need electronic circuits and iron plate for yellow. But I need splitters, electric circuits, and iron gears. That setup that I've got is not going to work. So I'm going to need to do this. I am going to need to branch this off here like that. Like that. Nope. Like that. Like that. Like that. And this is going to pull from here. Because that's going to feed into this belt, and then it's going to pull that into here. So that's my splitter. Now I need electronic circuits for both of these. So I'm going to have to branch off. this is my line here, so this is gonna have to be like that. So I'm going to need that and that. This is going to need this and this. So I'm going to do like this. No, I don't like this. This is I messed up on that. So this is gonna have to be here. This is wrong because I need it to be here. Because I need 4 things to go down this direction. I need 4 things going this direction, and the number one thing that both of these are going to need is this. So what I think I'm going to do is I need this one to be the right one. So this is going to be there to there, and then this is going to be there to there, because then I do a splitter there. I do that underground from here to here. That to there. Now, all of these need electronic circuits, but this needs transport belts and iron plates. This one needs iron gears and splitters. The splitters are going to come from here because it's going to make these and then go into here. Since this needs electronic circuits and iron gears, I am going to branch off of the iron gears first and have this just continue onwards, because then this is gonna pull from this here. This is gonna pull from this. This will ignore the gears because it doesn't have a recipe for it, and then this is just going to pick up the gears as they go into there. So I need to there and there, and then nope, I don't. I need there and there, and then I need splitter and conveyor like that. So that's going to feed this one here, which I will need to do like that. Like that and that. So the only thing that this is going to need now is the splitters, which is going to feed from here. And then on a temporary basis, I'm just going to put one of these down here, and like that, and like that, and just because I can, I'm going to dump those in there. So now for these guys, I am going to need electronic circuits, transport belts, and iron plate. So I have that here for that, which is perfectly fine. So now we're getting this. So now I need a second belt here, like this. Which, nope, I don't need to go that far. Here? Yeah. And this is gonna have to pull from here. And what's gonna be on this one is the two things that I need for this is the transport belt and iron plate. So for that, I am going to need this, which I'm gonna have to pull from here, I think. No, I think I can do this. No. There we go. That's better. That would have been bad. I'm glad I wasn't set up for that yet. So I need transport belts to go. Oh, that's not gonna work for me. Because I need two spots like that and that. And this is going to need to be like that. That can't be there. This is gonna have to be there and there, because this is gonna be like that. And that. Okay, so the transport belts are accounted for. Perfect. Now I need some iron plate, which is as simple as that. And that. Alright. So we should start seeing, yep, there we go, our first yellow splitters. Now the one thing about the yellow splitters are that there's no demand for them after a certain point. Like the underground conveyors, you can use them for other stuff. Like the alternating belt that I showed you earlier, but I haven't found a use for the splitters beyond a certain point. So like the lower end ones, because honestly, like unlike like Factorio, or not Satisfactory, I'm playing Factorio. Satisfactory belt balancing is a thing. Like balancing it, like load balancing is necessary. In Factorio, it's not really necessary because you just want to get stuff there as fast as possible. It really doesn't matter. You don't bother with you don't depend on the belts to dictate how to get things to a specific recipe. You rely on the recipe pulling just whatever you need, and you just dump it as fast as possible to the destination, and then it's basically overflow method. The first ones pick up stuff, and then it just starts getting lower and lower as you move on, like this here. Now with that, it looks like one side's using it more than the other, so what we'll do is we will now use our wonderful new red splitters and do some load balancing on this. Like that. And like that. Or belt balancing. Whatever the term is. I don't know terms. I know stuff and thingies and... So that will work away. I've got all of that set up as needed. So the next thing that I need to concentrate on is getting red belts. I will definitely need some red belts. Oh, that's what I went there for. See, I knew there was something I was doing over there. Just fill all of this in. Now, the one thing I like about Satisfactory over Factorio, I really like Factorio, and I mean Satisfactory is basically a 3D version of Factorio. I mean, it's a lot better. It has a lot more versatility to it. I mean, it's a newer game, so I mean, there's a lot of enhancements that are in there that you don't necessarily see in this game, but the one thing I like about Satisfactory over this is that because it's 3D, the factories themselves are as much like the outside of the factory as much part of the game experience as the inside of the factory. So yes, you need to do load balancing, you need to do a lot of like engineering specific things, lots of math and stuff like that, but like in the end, it's only part of the game, and there's also other aspects to the game that is making your factory look nice, and like just enjoying the view, whereas Factorio, because it's top down, it's just there. So a lot of the aspects of the game that you would end up like factory building itself is basically non-existent in Factorio, whereas a lot it's just about building your factory, or building the infrastructure as opposed to building a factory. But that's why both of the games are fun on their own, each one has its own appeal, at least as far as I'm concerned. I mean, my opinion really doesn't make much of a difference one way or another, but all right, so we need red conveyors. I don't think that we need red conveyors past a certain point. I don't think we need to feed into other recipes with them. So I'm just gonna have them continue this direction, and leave it at that. If I end up experiencing some issues, then I'm likely going to have to figure something out, but I mean, for right now, it's fine. Because the only thing that I know of that red belts end up feeding into is the next tier, which I think is like aquamarine belts, blue belts. I don't know what they're specifically are, but it's fine, it doesn't matter. I mean, for right now, I don't need all of this, but it's gonna be like that and like that. So we've got this, and I'm doing 4 batches of it because that's, oh, you know what? I need a lot of belts. So I am going to make 4 sections of this. Like that. And I'm going to do that so that I've got 4 stacks available. Alright, so now what do I need for this? I am definitely going to need at least 1 of these, and now I have completely run out of belts. Alright. Which is sad, because I mean, we need belts to make belts to make belts to make belts, right? Right. All right, so this is there and there and there and there. So those are powered. So we need to have transport belts and iron gears. So this and this need to go into this. So we are good for that. I will do that there. I need my underground conveyor. So I'm going to do these guys first. So I need there and there. No, I need there and there because this is right next to there. And then we've got there, like that. Now we need transport belts, which will mean that we need to go even farther, because we need that and that. Nope, we need that and that. Whoops. I need that and that. Okay, now we've got it. All right, and then we need a splitter, a conveyor out to here, and like that. Perfect. And we've already got our first red belts. And I'm going to dump these into here like this because I want to maximize my belts, because this has to make a bunch of these because I am going to be going through and redoing all of these belts. At least for the main bus, and the other parts of the factory. Because I'm gonna need it. Okay, so those are building there, and I am just gonna do this here. I don't need that anymore, but I do need those. I'm not gonna worry about all of this stuff for the faster belts, mostly because unless it's something like this, where I end up expanding it a lot because of the amount of production that I'm going to need, there's no reason for me to increase the belts on, or the speed of the belts. And unless I end up seeing any slowdowns, even this is not going to be all that necessary. Unless I see some slowdowns on it, but I mean, I should be good for the time being. We'll see. Alright, so that is that. What is my next thing that I need? Let's take a look here. Factorio. So I've got yellow conveyor manufacturing. I've got red conveyors. I've got yellow underground. I've got red underground. I've got yellow splitters. I've got red splitters. I need so we've checked off a lot of stuff already, which is awesome. I don't have a mall set up. I guess I've kind of got a mall going, but I'd like to have one that's a little more permanent. But that's going to end up taking some doing. And I think getting other stuff in place is probably a higher priority at this point. So I need inserters. Let's get some more of these going. I think my science might have been stalled, so I might actually need to retool my science. But for the time being, I'm gonna need to I wonder if I shouldn't concentrate on that. No, because my red science is perfectly fine. It's my green science that's the issue. And I have tons of these. I don't have tons of these. I don't have inserters. So I think for the time being, yeah, I think I need to hold off on that. It's definitely going to be a priority at some point. Just, you know, not today. Not today. I don't think so. Yeah, see, we're already getting into, the factory's grown so much that, and this is just basic stuff, that I've already reached the point where I'm gonna have to start thinking about, like, I'm starting to get into spots where the, where I have, wooded areas. So I am going to have to do a little deforestation from time to time. Which I'm sure they were very lovely trees, but unfortunately they have to go. The factory must grow. Alright, so inserters. We need to make inserters. And we are going to, I think we've got all of the materials that we need to be able to do that. Let's start by just laying down some belts. Now, one thing is that these are going to, yellow inserters are our primary point, and yellow inserters are something that is going to be fed into more than just more advanced inserters. So we need to think the same as the yellow belts. We're gonna need to have it be extremely expandable. And in fact, I'm probably reaching a point where the yellow belts are probably needing to expand already, but I guess they're all right. They're keeping up. But I don't have science in place yet, so but yeah, because see, the yellow inserters end up feeding into the red ones and the blue ones, and then the blue ones are going to end up feeding into these ones here. But in addition to these two inserters, the yellow inserters also feed into green science. So we will need to have the yellow inserters available for at least 3 different manufacturing processes. So we're gonna have to do the exact same thing as these belts, the yellow belts. So this is gonna end up having to feed into one of these, which I don't know what I'm gonna need for this. So I'm just gonna keep feeding this up here. Like that. Hopefully I have enough belts. Oh, that's painful to the eyes. This, I don't like it. So this one here is the next belt in the line, so this is gonna end up being this one here. So we need to do like that. This is gonna end up feeding from there to there. Like that. And then this is gonna go here and like that. This will go from here to there is fine. That's gonna go there like that. This is gonna keep going here like that. And then we need underground for that. And then these are just belts, like this. That. Perfect. So that is all I need for that. We will, oh, I don't have power connected. There we go. So that's gonna feed into there, and that is too many. So I am going to need 3 things for this, which means that we need at least 2 belts. I don't remember the ratio though. What's the ratio that I need? Oh, it's all 1 to 1, so that's fine. Perfectly fine. And I think we're gonna have to start looking into having additional, like the better inserters. Just because of the speed that these guys end up feeding. For right now, most of the recipes aren't that complex, so just these ones are perfectly fine, but we're gonna end up getting into a lot more complex stuff, which means that we're gonna have to really start to worry about some of that stuff. So this is gonna be like that, that's gonna be like that. I'm going to need these guys here. Like that. And then I'm going to need those guys like that. So that we're feeding off of 2 separate conveyors. Now, what do I need for this? So I need iron plate and iron gears and then electronic circuits. So iron plates and iron gears are right there. So I'm gonna do... I'll do the gears first. So I'm gonna need... So I'm gonna pull off of here. So this is gonna come along here and then onto this belt. So I'm going to need this to be here, and so I need one, so 1, 2, I need 2 there. I need my splitter, my conveyor, like that, and this is gonna be like that. Alright, and they're already working away. So now all I need to do is do this and that, and I've got that. So the only thing that I need now is electronic circuits, which is going to end up feeding into this one. That one, all I need to do is I need to do there like that, like that. Now my splitter needs to go here. That's where my conveyor needs to be. So it's gonna be there to there, and then there to there, and then this has got to go from there to there. Splitter, I need a splitter to go there. I need a conveyor to go here, and then there. And I'm only doing one side of this for the time being. If I end up encountering any issues with the way that that's working, then all I need to do is compensate for it. So it's not that big of a deal. So now I have inserters, and we are going to get away from the yellow inserters and start working on blue inserters, and hopefully replace this, because the blue ones are a lot faster than the yellow ones. But we do need yellow inserters for more than just blue inserters. So, because we need red inserter. Oh, I've got red inserters. I've got enough red inserters, I think. I am going to concentrate not on the red inserters yet. No. I am not going to do red. I'm not going to do blue inserters yet. I know I'm waffling a bit. Because blue inserters feed into other larger inserter or better inserters. Blue inserters feed into more complex inserters and better inserters. So those need a dedicated line. So the blue inserters are going to need a dedicated line because they're going to end up being the same as these guys, in that I'm going to have to do like a couple of these, and then it's going to end up feeding into these and so on. Because if you look at the recipe here, so yellow inserters end up feeding this and this. But then after this point, you don't need yellow inserters anymore. The purple ones, which I don't know if they're faster or what the deal is, but crafting time. It doesn't say the speed of them. Rotation speed 302 degrees per second. And what's the other ones? Oh, so there's no speed. The difference is this one's faster, or this one, these are the same speeds. Sort of. So this allows you to filter. So this will let you go the same speed as this, but it ends up you can tell it to say, okay, I only want to pick up one thing. You can have multiple things going, and like more than one thing on the belt, and this is not going to transfer all of it. It's going to transfer only what you tell it to. This stack inserter, the stack inserter is, the rotation speed is exactly the same as the fast inserter, but the difference is that it allows you to have additional stacks. So instead of taking one at a time and transferring it, you're looking at like 5 or 10 at a time. So it's grabbing as many as it can to transfer. So it's basically, it'll take it as fast as your belt can supply up to a stack. So in larger recipes like this one, this recipe needs 15 iron gears. Theoretically, if you had a stack of 15, it would take 15 of them instead of one at a time. So it's only got to travel once, whereas this has got to travel 15 times for the same product. And this gray one, all that is it's a filter version of this stack. So kind of like the purple one, which I don't know why they wouldn't use the purple one as a feeder for this, but whatever. This allows you to, this is the same as the green one in that it is, it takes stacks, but with this one, it also allows you to filter like the purple one does. So it'll take a stack, but it's gonna end up only trying to stack a specific item, not anything. So if you got a double belt like this, and you tell it, I only want you to pull gears, it'll only pull gears. So there's a need for each of them. So with that in mind, because they end up feeding into this, you know, because I went off on a tangent yet again, I hope that you're used to it by now. I think that the red inserters are what we need to get. What do we need for red inserters? We need iron plates and iron gears. And red inserters are not something that feed into something else, and it's not something that's needed for anything else either. So what if I did this? Do I have enough room? Okay. I don't. Well, that's disappointing. But what if I did this? So then splitter there. Let's say that I want to do this here, so let's say that I want to do another batch of these on this side, right? So if I run out of lines here, I can run a line on this side, which I don't think that's going to be the case, but it opens up possibilities. I will do that. There. Then like this. Whoops, I'm out. Luckily, I've got this. Perfect. See, having a mall is quite handy. So I've got that there, right? Now I need this to split off into here. And this is gonna be like that and like that, so that I use up the entire belt, which is fine. This is gonna end up splitting off here, and then here and here, here and here. I need to wire this up here and here. No. Here. Like that. Oh, did I not? Nope, I'm one off. There and there. I don't need more than one for now. So this should be a little bit clearer once I get this in place. So I need, for red inserters, I need yellow inserters, iron gears, iron plate, which that's what I'm coming here. So this is feeding into this, and then I've got that. So hopefully, I mean, obviously I'm going to end up having to increase my production on this to be able to compensate not only for all of the yellow inserters that I've got, but also for this. If this becomes an issue, the great thing is that I can branch off of this and then feed into this line and then just replace this loop with something that comes from here. So it's not that big of a deal. As it is, like my gear production is horrible, so I'm gonna have to boost that somehow. Probably, I'm definitely not going to have time for that today. I'd like to get the red inserters going though, if it's the last thing I do today. So we've got that. I need, this is going to be just like this for now, I think. This is going to be there. We've got this here. I don't need a ton of red inserters, but red inserters are necessary for pretty much every build after this point, because there's so much there's so many things that require more than one item, or more than two items, so it is necessary. Oh wow, that is a lot faster than I thought it would be. Alright, so we have red inserters. I'm going to go to my list. I've got yellow inserters, I've got red inserters. I need blue and purple, which is fine. I also need, what am I at here? I need green and gray inserters. So I'm also gonna need green and gray inserters. I will just write these down here. Green inserter. And gray inserter. Alright, so we've got that. We've got that. Alright, so, but I think I'm not going to worry about the stacking inserters at this point, just because there's a lot of other things that I need to worry about before I get into that level of manufacturing, because, well, for right now, my my science, my technology or tree has stopped. It's not moving. So I have to definitely revise this. For right now, I'm gonna manually feed stuff. And I think I'm gonna end up. I am going to disconnect this from here. There, that's my balancer. And that hurts my eyes, so I'm gonna end up fixing this because I can. This is gone. I am going to need to, I don't know if I'm going to need to use it for anything more. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to end up doing the exact same thing that I was doing with, that I'm doing for the green science. I'm going to set it up to feed manually for the time being. And the reason for that is I want to move this and for right now I'm going to use it as a an unloading spot, only because I've got so much stuff at this point in time in my inventory that is completely useless, just because I keep going back and forth, that I'm gonna have to do something about this. So there, so my science is back up and running, so that's good. Mining productivity increase. All right, so that's gonna be good. Oh, that is not good. There we go. Well, that would have been a problem. That would have been a huge problem. Let's do that and do this. This is something that I definitely need to increase my production rates on. So I'm going to put the faster belts on this one for the time being. I don't think I necessarily need to increase any of the other stuff on this, but it doesn't hurt. But yeah, the gear production is something that I definitely need to speed up. because a lot of stuff uses it. I'm gonna need to increase the iron plate at some point too, but for right now I think that's fine. I'm gonna dump these in here, and I'm gonna dump these in here like that. Oh, excuse me. This is going to be gears production there, so we are good for that. Yeah, so eventually I'm going to end up having to pull all of this out and replace it with something else, or move it. I'm not going to replace it. I'm going to empty this area of all of this stuff and then build it like way up at the end of the factory system, because well, I'm already reaching the point where like if we look here, I only have 2 items left that are only red and green science, which means that after this point I need at least a 3rd, and in some cases a 4th science that I have to set up production for. So that's going to end up needing a lot more stuff. So just the 4 things that I'm currently feeding into science is not going to be enough. And all of this is going to end up feeding into it eventually anyways. So what I am going to do is just basically go as far as I can to the top of the map, run my electrical all the way up there, and then I'm going to run the main buses all the way up to it, and then or at least a fair distance up. I don't know how much room I'm going to need for the factory for the other stuff, so I'd like to have as much space as possible. Although what I might do is, if I can rely on trains, start working on the train. Like if I can get the trains manufacturing in this setup, then I can start using trains. But that is all I think that I have time for today. I've done a lot. I've gotten a lot done, and I'm really happy with the way that the factory is developing. But we've got some ways to go, but we are actually sitting good at the moment, so it's a good time to close off. If you liked the video, please like, subscribe if you want to see more content, and definitely subscribe if you wanted to join on the streams. I stream almost every day. I've been consistent so far. It's usually early in the mornings, but if you're up at around 5 a.m. or 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, be sure to come on and join. You can chat, and hopefully I pay attention. If I miss you on the chat, I apologize. The more people that end up joining, the better, the more practice I'm going to end up getting at paying attention to that. So I'll apologize in advance, but please keep trying, and hopefully I will learn what I need to do for this. For right now, not many people have been joining, so it's gonna take me some practice. But yeah, if you subscribe, and especially I'm pretty sure the notifications do help. You will get notified of when I end up starting my stream, so you can jump on, chat, offer suggestions, but as well, like if you're watching this after the fact, feel free to leave a comment. All comments are welcome. Constructive criticism is welcome as well. Yeah, if you have any suggestions on the factory or you have anything that I have missed, let me know, and I would appreciate it. But that's it for me. Have a good rest of your day, and bye-bye.